America is poisoning itself, but not by pollution, not by steroids or growth hormones in our food, not by lead or mercury or insecticides. If you walk through a grocery store and look at all the processed food, it's been added to nearly every one of them. It's the second most popular food additive after salt. And it may be added as a preservative, but usually it's just added to make the food taste better. It's known by a lot of different names, but we all know it by one name. It's sugar, and it's killing Americans at a rate of about 300,000 per year. Obesity has become a major health problem in the United States. The Center for Disease Control says that 1/3 of adults and 17% of children are obese. Weighing much more than you should causes a number of major health problems, including coronary heart disease, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, osteoarthritis, some forms of cancer, and several other major health issues. Myself, I've been overweight for most of my life, and obese for some of it. My adult life has been an experiment in weight control, with nearly 100 pounds between my low weight and high weight. And I've been at both extremes more than once. I've come to the conclusion that I have a low metabolism. I can't eat what you eat. If I eat a normal amount of food, do a normal amount of activity, I will be overweight. And I can increase my activity, but to be honest, to eat normally, I'll have to work out pretty much all day. Even when I was a paratrooper in the U.S. Army, I had to watch what I ate to keep my weight down. Experts don't agree what the problem is, but most of them feel like it's a matter of caloric intake versus caloric uses. In other words, eating too much and not exercising enough. But I don't buy that. I don't think that's the problem. The problem isn't how much, for many of us, the problem isn't how much we eat, it's what we eat. Americans eat far too much sugar, more than any other country in the world. The answer is in any biology book. Before the human body uses any food it takes in, it has to turn it to glucose. And it goes from more simple to more difficult. In other words, it processes simple sugars first, then complex sugars, simple carbs, starches, and then complex carbs, and then finally fats and meats. The problem is, for somebody with a low metabolism, if you have starches, breads, and sweets in your diet, your body spends all its time processing sugar, never gets around to the meat, so it turns to fat and is stored in your body. The low carb concept was brought out of the medical community by Dr. Robert Atkins. He was a cardiologist that founded the Atkins diet. He spent 15 years researching the obesity problem in his patients and his own weight problem. He found that if you cut the sugar out of your diet and eat mostly complex carbs, you could eat nearly all the meat you wanted and not only lose weight, but also drop your cholesterol and your triglycerides, which is fat in the blood. Dr. Atkins was scoffed at for years, and he still doesn't get the credit he deserves. But today there's dozens of diets that take carbs into consideration. Anytime you hear the term glycemic, that's a diet where you watch your carbs. Low carb works. Last year, I lost nearly 50 pounds, and not only that, I dropped my cholesterol 100 points, my triglycerides 50. Exercise helps, but I started out walking and running. I hurt my foot and ended up losing nearly all that weight without any exercise at all. Millions of Americans are losing weight and controlling their weight by a low-carb lifestyle. And I feel that we as Americans should seriously consider cutting much, if not most, of the sugar out of our diet. It's not easy. Actually, it's pretty hard. But I feel like it's very important. It might save your life or the life of one of your children. Thank you. I thank y'all. Appreciate it.